Hello, everyone. I'm Christopher Lee Bowman, and welcome back to my channel. A literal demon manifested itself in the form of Don Lemon, and I'm going to show you the video right now.
What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why we're here.
Okay.
That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
Unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship.
Yeah.
We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So, what you guys just saw is a literal demon. As I said, a literal demon in the form of Don Lemon going into a church in Minnesota, a Christian church in Minnesota, and interrupting a sermon by a Christian pastor. He incited a bunch of left-wing lunatics, led them into the church during the sermon, and they interrupted the pastor's sermon. And yeah, this is not right. The fact that he did this wasn't right. I mean, Don Lemon has absolutely no shame whatsoever, and that video you just saw shows. Yeah, Don Lemon needs to be ashamed of himself for what he did. I mean, because you know what, Don Lemon, you're an absolute scumbag. To go into a church and basically, well, you did. You persecuted Christians. And then you had the nerve to say that you were in there under the First Amendment. No, you weren't. You were there to attack a Christian church, to shut it down. Because you are a demon. And so are the all the other left-wing lunatics you let in there. You're all demons. You have absolutely no shame whatsoever. And then you have the nerve to call yourself a Christian. No, you're not. A Christian would never do that. Never go into a church and interrupt a sermon by a pastor, by a Christian pastor. Never. That is demonic. And you know it, Don Lemon. You are nothing more than the scum of the earth. And so are the people who incite this kind of violence and incite this kind of persecution against Christians. I being a Christian myself. I don't know what more I can say. Besides Don Lemon being a demon, a literal demon. He manifested a demonic spirit by going into a Christian church, inciting the left to go into this church and interrupt the sermon by a Christian pastor in Minnesota. This man has absolutely no shame whatsoever, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Don Lemon. You're a scumbag. And don't know what more to say about that. Except that all I could do is pray for you. And you're not a Christian, man. To come against a Christian pastor, doesn't make you a Christian. Makes you a demon, dude. Makes you a demon, and you're a scumbag. But I will pray for you. And yeah, uh, I'm done. I'm done with this video, man. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to this video. If you like this video or any of my other videos, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And anyway, I am Christopher Lee Bowman. Have a great night, everybody. Don Lemon, you're a demon and you're a scumbag. And to everyone out there who watches this video, God bless each and every one of you. Take care.